Hi, friend. This is Tola helping you expand your consciousness. So, today we're going to be talking about patterns. Do you think your patterns is actually capable of affecting your present and future? Yes. And where does this stems from? That's what we're going to be focusing on today. So, recently I told you about my, healing journey. And as much as I was trying to heal myself, I felt like there was still some fragment somewhere missing. And so finally, I was able to put the puzzle together, and I finally realized my patterns are some things that have really affected my future. Listen, we're gonna break it down. That's why we're here today. See, your patterns are the ways you've done things in the past that will actually affect the way you pick friends, jobs, relationship. When you put those together, you are able to see where the problem might be stemming from in your present. And for you to manage your future, you have to fix it now. So, honey, let's fix it. Patterns. I don't know about the literal dictionary definition for it, but spiritually, these are the things that stemmed from your childhood. That's why we keep going back to that inner child. As much as you don't think your inner child affects your future or your present right now, it does. There's a way you've seen things. There's a perspective you're still holding onto that may affect the way you pick people, you pick events, situations in your life in general. So, what are we talking about today? For you to fix your patterns, it came from the way you've seen things, probably from your caregivers, the people you depended on, even your pastors, your spiritual leaders. You know, it has affected your patterns. So, not to say we're only going to focus on relationship, but I just want you to understand that something is affecting the way you keep doing things. And I've always told my friends that knew me before this podcast that life is a cycle. And sometimes when your life is not working the way you want it to work, your feelings are very valid. But you need to pause and see where is this problem stemming from. Are you able to take those little pauses in your life? Knowing that life is it's a journey. Healing, it's also a journey until you die. So as long as you know you are on a journey and it's probably all must be for alignment, you have to stop when things are not working right in your life and focus, reflect, and see why these things are happening. So let me give you an example of patterns. So when I was young, my daddy died at a very early age, okay? And my mom was broke. She was doing her very best. So she depended on me a whole lot. And what that actually summed up to eventually is me being a people pleaser. And if you're attracted to my energy, people that are attracted to my energy will probably be empaths, right? Because I became very empathetic. And people that are empaths will usually attract people that are called narcissists. I don't like to use that word anymore, understanding spirituality, but that's what happens. Okay, let's just call it what it is. And your attachment style is always gonna be injured, wounded. Okay, and so I'm usually anxious. And when I say empath, we give too much. We give more than needed, and that really affected me when I grew up. And also, don't forget, my story is long, but I've whatever I've gone through made me understand I ended up having abandonment issues. And so because of that, it affected the way I chose people that I allow into my life. So I'm somebody that would prefer to be with somebody way older than me because I feel like they're matured, they understand more than younger people, and consciously or unconsciously, it affected the way I picked partners. And when you pick people that are older than you, that you know it won't result to anything, my dear, what's that called? Give it another definition, but I'll tell you what it is today. It is going to be people that are usually emotionally unavailable. And that would have affected some people to actually pick the wrong husband in the future. So that's why I say, sometimes pull or pause your break when you're about to cuss out that husband that is leaving, that boyfriend that is leaving, or that girlfriend or wife that is leaving. Something attracted you to each other, which is your wounds. Okay? And so, if somebody has decided to move on, maybe don't pull each other down. Pause and trace the patterns and try to put those patterns together. The reason why we tend to repeat our patterns is because it feels safe. If you look at my short story I told you, I chose those people I chose because they made me feel comfortable. But the honest truth is that they were emotionally unavailable people, right? But then it creates that safety net, right? Like you are not scared of the unknown, which is what you're actually supposed to feel to move to your next level of greatness. And that's what we don't want to feel. We don't want to feel uncomfortable. But it's time to feel uncomfortable to actually acquire that you desire and you deserve. Are you feeling me? My dear me, try láti lè mú ẹ. I'm just trying to stop the pattern. Because think about it. Kí ló dé tá wáyé? Ṣá wá jìyà ni? And then I often ask my clients, my friend, when they bring their issues, and generally I'm a blunt person. I like to tell you the truth of what it is that I'm hearing you say, and I try to mirror it back to you. The truth about life is that you have to make a choice. Do you want a quick fix or do you want eternal peace? If you want a quick fix, then you're going to keep repeating those patterns. Life is a cycle. And now that you have been repeating patterns, if you want to move to the next best thing, you have to close that cycle, move away from those patterns that have made you comfortable, that have made you choose the wrong things, event, and situation in life. Close that cycle and let's move on to the next, which is the present. I often tell friends, some say I'm insensitive. I am not. I am just a realistic person, authentic, and will show you what the road is now that I've walked those zigzag. Don't worry if you're feeling pain right now. It's temporary. Pain is always temporary. But I want you to understand that the reason you're suffering right now is because you've been doing something wrong in the past. You've been repeating some patterns you need to put a stop to right now. Whatever has gone wrong in your past is your past. If you can connect to my energy right now, it's time to heal. You got to heal. Once you heal, you understand the benefit of closing your patterns, and we move to the next great thing.